Hi, and welcome to another installment of Shooting Star. This week, I'm going to focus on just one question because Ashley Faith asked it best. She said, for those of us starting out, do you have suggestions on how to get people to like our Facebook pages? Furthermore, is there a nice way to ask my customers how to like my page? Well, I just want to come out and clarify, I am not a professional Facebooker, nor do I profess to know everything there is about social media, but I am more than willing to share how and what I do. Now, I've always believed that the key is to showcase who you are. Now, I know I say this again and again, and people are like, enough already, but it bears repeating because it's the truth. People want to know who you are because I would venture to say they care about you as much as they care about your images, if not even more. Now, the first step to kind of creating a dynamic Facebook page in order to incentivize people to get there is I don't sync my personal page with my business page. So I'm not creating simultaneous updates. I want to make sure that there's differences between both my pages. Furthermore, I'm not syncing Twitter and Facebook. Twitter, I think that it's more conversational in nature, or it's like more updates in nature. You want to put out a lot. And whereas Facebook, it's kind of like small tidbits of what's going on throughout your day. Now, I think that it's important to create kind of updates that will allow people to share. Now, I don't think that business updates are as shareable as, say, a funny story or something idiosyncratic that happened throughout your day. That's where people are really identifying with who you are. Because yes, it's important that you shot an engagement session. And I'm sure the last wedding that you shot was phenomenal. But people are less likely to follow you if all you're doing is creating commercials about your work and less about the artist behind what it is that you're doing. Now, I kind of discovered that when it comes to Facebook, maybe 3 to 4 updates a day is a good kind of pace to kind of create the conversations that I like. So I'll do one maybe notification type status update. So if I just shot a wedding or if I just shot an engagement session and I'm announcing those photos, or if I, posted something on my blog, I'll do one of those a day. And then the other 2 or 3 status updates are really dealing with what's happening throughout my day. Yes, it even comes down to if I'm walking my dog or what I'm eating for lunch. Things that just kind of allow people to give insight as to who I am and what I'm doing. Now, I kind of can't help but think that people are less likely to share, a business update if it doesn't pertain to them necessarily. But they might share a personal update if, say, I did something with my dog and somebody else has something with their dog and they too have a simultaneous little serendipitous connection with me that they want to share with their friends. And it happens. So for instance, last Saturday I updated my status with the following. Now, it is an absolutely ridiculous update. I totally get that. And actually, if I wanted to admit, it's not my proudest moment to admit that I occasionally wear socks with my sandals, but I was just going out to my post box, so whatever, there's no shame in my game. Either way, it allowed people to get a sneak peek into what I was doing, Saturday, and if they don't like Real Housewives or Ben & Jerry's or the fact that I wear sandals with my socks, that's totally okay with me because I'm only trying to do one of 2 things with social media. I'm trying to attract a particular client, reader, or Facebook friend, or I'm trying to repel a client, reader, or Facebook friend. I want people to have a distinct impression about who I am and what I do. Lastly, to create a dynamic Facebook page, I'm actually only tagging my clients and photos from my business page. And I do this for one of 2 reasons. Because one, I can notify my clients without coming out and saying, hey, I have a business page. You might want to go over there and like it because that's always an awkward conversation. But if I tag them from that page, then they know that that page exists and then it's their prerogative if they would like to like it. And secondly, it also notifies their friends that I have a business page because their friends might not necessarily want to, friend me on Facebook, but it might be okay for them to like me on Facebook. That kind of different social media interaction is always interesting and I'm learning as I go along, but that's what I know and do so far, and I hope that it helps a few of you as you navigate the process yourself. I hope you have a beautiful week and stay fabulous.